Okay, well, welcome. Here we are, Ask the Expert here at Right at Home. We've got our full charge bookkeeper once again. This is the second time he's been with us, Jeffrey Arnold. Thanks for being here, Jeffrey.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Ben.
Hey, Jeffrey. So today we're going to be talking about long-term care insurance. There's a lot of questions a lot of folks have. If they have it, how do they use the policy? In an earlier episode, Ann talked specifically about some tips and tricks around long-term care, but we're going to talk a little bit more about the administration of it and how do we make sure here at Right at Home that gets processed properly and to your benefit. So I guess the first question is, are we familiar with long-term care insurance policies? How many different type of providers? Can you think of the providers that we currently work with?
Yeah, I can think of quite a few. We work with Transamerica. We work with Prudential, Bankers Life, John Hancock. We even work with Senior Life Insurance of Philadelphia, and a few other oddball, Allianz, which is a German insurance company.
Okay.
Yeah. So quite a few.
Sounds like we work with a lot of it. So it sounds like we have a lot of experience working with long-term care policies. So do we bill the insurance companies directly, or do we have our clients pay up front and seek reimbursement?
So we have our clients are responsible for the services that they receive, and so they are billed up front. Mm-hmm. But then on their behalf, we submit the claims to their long-term care insurance for them.
Okay, that's great.
For reimbursement.
So we do that. So what's our process for handling gaps between what our rates are and policy coverage?
So that's going to be involved in the initial kind of service agreement discussion that they have, that the client would have with our sales team. Mm-hmm. And they would discuss about having insurance, and then when we are evaluating the rates, we mm-hmm. will use that as kind of a guideline to try and assist them.
So sometimes, maybe if it's a daily rate, we'll let them know, hey, based on this rate, you may have 6 hours or 5 hours worth of care. Yeah. If you want the additional 3 hours, you'll have to pay that out of pocket.
Correct.
And do we bill that the same, or we bill that separately, or how does that billing facilitate? Are those two separate invoices, or all on the same invoice?
It's all itemized as one invoice that then goes to their insurance. Their insurance will then deduct what they qualify for to be covered, send them a reimbursement for that amount.
So they get a reimbursement for the amount covered.
Yep.
That's great.
Up to their limit.
So how about elimination periods for a policy? How do we cover that? That?
Elimination periods, that is a period of time, if anyone watching is not aware, an elimination period is the amount of time that they must wait, that the insurance company requires them to wait, before they will start being reimbursed. Because of how the method we use, in that all claims right from the get-go are submitted on the client's behalf to the insurance company. And so when that elimination period is reached, the insurance company already has the paperwork and begins sending out the reimbursements immediately.
And I know there's tips and tricks. You may want to look at the video that we had with Ann Crumley. Okay, so how about documentation? What documentation do most long-term care insurance companies require, Jeffrey?
So the documentation, there's kind of 2 parts to it. Initially, right from the get-go, they require... first, I want to say that the first thing that a client needs to do to even get started is they have to actually reach out to their insurance company and open up a claim. Just having a policy number doesn't always just work. Most insurance companies require a claim to be opened. Once a claim is opened, the insurance company will reach out to us. They'll ask for some paperwork, and the documentation they require from that get-go is they need information about the business. They need our license. They need to see that we actually are certified by the state to provide the care that we're providing, that they will be reimbursing for. And they require information such as our W-8. That's a tax document, or not W-8, W-9. W-9. It's a tax document. And once they have that paperwork, that's all they need for the initial startup. And then as we provide care we then send in what are called care logs, or what are known as care notes. It's basically the information of the caregiver that the caregiver wrote down as they were providing care. Or in our case, they do it through an app. So we take that digital information and we send it on to the insurance company.
That's great. And then do we help track policy limits and benefit utilization, or is that really on the client to keep track of that?
It's I would say that it's both. It's a responsibility of both the client and us. That when the limits are reached, it's the client's responsibility to pay that difference, but it's also our responsibility to assist the client in finding an alternative solution to their needs that will help minimize those additional costs.
Okay, that sounds good. And will we communicate with the insurance provider if there's any issues or questions that they have?
Of course, yes. Whenever, if at any time there's any questions or help that's needed with the long-term care insurance company, the clients, yourselves watching this video, you can call the accounting department here at Right at Home, and then we can assist and do a conference call with the long-term care insurance.
Often what will happen is, the experience we've had is that people say, we need the notes. We've sent the notes, they'll want another copy of the notes, and we'll present them to the insurance company. Also, we send you, if you would like, you get a copy of the notes as well, so you can have them for your records. Send them digitally. Ideally, we don't like to waste paper. If we can, we can send them as a PDF file, and then you can send them off to the insurance company as well, if you want to have those records too.
By default, we do include the notes with all digital invoices that are received.
Okay. And are there any additional fees? Do we charge any extra money to process people long-term care insurance?
We do not charge any additional, we do not have additional rates. There's no extra charge for long-term care
insurance. So that's just part of the service that we provide for our clients.
Correct.
Great. Well, there you go. That's all we have on long-term care insurance. If you have any additional questions, please don't hesitate to give us a call or leave comment below. We'd be happy to get back in touch with you. If you have any questions, call Right at Home. Number here is 206-774-1100. And we look forward to continuing. If you like this, push click like, and follow, so we'll know that people are watching these videos and enjoying the content. And we will have more Ask the Expert series again in the future. Thanks, Jeffrey.
Yeah, no problem.